Clips?
What?
It's Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow.
Did you say Clips?
I'm tripping. No, it's because like I swear I heard like, wait.
I'm off a tab with a synthetic sundown, 45 minutes till the shit set it.
You telling me that's not Pusha T's cadence right there?
Check him big move, and we teach him big lessons.
Probably.
Is he from Virginia?
Yes.
This guy right here?
No, this dude from Kentucky.
I know Pusha T from Virginia. This guy, wait, that guy from Kentucky?
Yeah.
Did Pharrell produce this?
Nope. I don't think so. This is like in-house.
It sounds like all like good. It sounds like Neptune's type production. That's why I was asking.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Chop It Up podcast. I am your host, Shock, a.k.a. Cassidy Cloud, a.k.a. Chuck Beasley, a.k.a. C.K. Stevenson, but also known in these streets as Richie Sweet Me Johnson. Ask your auntie about me. Let's get it.
Peace and blessings to Josh children, you know what I'm saying? This is your boy, Will the Artist, a.k.a. the Cold Champagne Poppy. Ripping the 416 and the 256, hairline like Jesus, bottom the light-skinned Judas. Let's get it.
Follow me on all social media at CityBoyQ and search me up on all streaming platforms, Q.More, no space.
I'm Rachelle. Rachelle Shows. I'm a freshman. My Instagram is honeyfiend17. I don't know what else to say.
Hey, yo, we gotta get you hip to the intros.
I don't know.
She gave her resume. She's like, I'm a freshman from Birmingham.
Don't do that to me.
I'm 5 foot. How tall are you?
5'3.5". Thank you.
That half counts.
It does.
All right. Now that we're here, I don't know where we go from here. So I was reading earlier, YK Osiris is got arrested for domestic abuse. And on this podcast, domestic abuse is no joking matter. So I'm not even going to say what I was originally about to say, boy, because I'm about to get flamed for saying it.
Bro, nah, it's just because, like, I saw a tweet that said, this nigga want to be Chris Brown so bad.
He is on his way. I don't know what happened, but that boy looked like he was crying in a mugshot. Which let me know that it won't really. I don't know if like it might have been domestic abuse. But she might have whooped his ass and then called the police. And now this nigga, like you never know.
That's the story.
He might have got bow wowed low key and just trying to.
Man, I hope he pulled that bow wow. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put his hands on it.
Why can't we all just leave Bow Wow alone, man?
Bro, because Bow Wow won't leave us alone, man.
Hey, Bow Wow certified legend in my eyes, but
I mean, Ray J's a certified legend.
Bow Wow did
Ray
the right
J.
thing. Bow Wow did the right thing.
Ray J, man. Shout out to Vince Staples.
No, why are we shouting out Vince Staples?
Because Vince Staples was the first one to proclaim that Ray J is everything to black culture.
No, I heard it from Goldlink. Goldlink said Ray J is probably the greatest artist of our time.
Huh.
He said on an interview, it was like a Rosenberg interview or something.
What?
It was I saw the same.
I like Ray J, but he ain't the greatest artist.
Exactly. Ray
Vince
J.
Staples was saying the
I'm
same
saying
thing
like
about
not
Rosenberg.
artist, but I'm saying just overall like one of the most influential. I mean, he had sex with a girl and now that family is worth billions. So.
But if you think about that, so did Jay Electronica.
Wait, what? Who did he smash and became like?
He was dating somebody that was like a part of the lineage of the Rothschilds.
And he let it go, fumbled the bag, and didn't release an album.
But you know what's actually crazy about that too? Like this nigga from the Fruit of Islam, and he dated a white woman.
That might have been before he, you know.
No, bro.
It wasn't?
Nah, because he was basically talking. Well, nah, it might have been. It was pretty. I'm pretty sure it was after.
It had to be before, because once you know what I'm saying, once you get connected with the higher powers, you ain't going to dabble in the
listen, we are
Caucasoids no more.
We are just 5 years away from Umar Johnson being caught with Amy Schumer.
Bro, first of all, if Umar Johnson is getting caught with a white woman, please let it be quality. Please let it be quality. Don't give me Amy Schumer.
All right. We'll give him Stacey Dash.
It's like somebody being caught breaking their diet and they eating McDonald's. You be like, bro, at least like
Chick-fil-A.
enjoy yourself. Yeah, I'm saying like.
Yo.
All right, so let's get into the topic. So on Twitter earlier, what was it, last week? This week? Yeah, probably last week. So there's a video of Meg Thee Stallion,
Yeah.
Jordan Woods, and Trey Songz. And they were all hanging out like, you know, celebrities do. And I saw people commenting, quoting, and tweeting, which to me that was just a normal, like celebrities always hang out. It's just what they do. But they was like, Trey Songz essentially is a predator. Anybody who makes excuses for Trey Songz trying to hang out with these young women got predator mindsets, and y'all are sick individuals. And I just want to know what y'all think, because I read it and I was like, what do y'all think?
I think that people should mind the business and shut the fuck up.
I'm with that. 2020, Will for president.
Yeah.
And he's Canadian, so that's
Thank
like,
you, bro. I felt that. I genuinely felt that.
I mean, was there a video for it?
yeah, but like they were literally
Were they
sitting in
just
a
like
room.
they were just sitting there?
All the niggas, like everybody was just chilling. That's it.
Then no, if there's nothing going on, then I don't think.
But even if something was even if all three of them was in there having some type of wild, twisted
grown.
fantasy, exactly. But
They're
like
grown.
Yeah.
they were tripping because he's 35 and they're 24 and 22.
Legit, you got people's parents that are like my grandparents are like got a huge like age gap, so it's not something crazy, and at least they're not like underage. That would be something.
Yeah, like I mean, like for me, like age gap matters less once you hit a certain age of grown. And by like when you
Exactly.
hit like 24, 25, like
I say about 21 at that point. Like
Really?
you
I
should
think
know.
20, 21, I feel like you still like there's still like a youngness to you.
I mean, you're young, but you're also like you can go into bars, you can do certain things you couldn't even do when you were adult.
I mean,
but you
yeah,
still had
like,
a limit.
To me, like I mean, you a legal adult in most aspects, but like there's still like a lot that you have to go through, maturing wise mentally, before like you. To me, like I'd feel weird personally. It feels like a 21-year-old and like a 35-year-old or whatever. Like that
I mean,
just seems
yeah.
off.
But at the same time, I know a lot of women who say personally, they're in their 20s, 21, 22. They say, I'm not fucking with anybody in their 20s. They go 30 and up.
Yeah.
And I'm
But-
just spitballing here, but do little girls have daddy issues?
Hey, man, I can't speak on all of them, bro.
Listen,
but look,
look.
I'm not going to say it's wrong. You know, I'm not going to
Please
say I
forgive me for
understand
being-
either.
It's okay. I don't see that. I feel like if you're past, how each state has their own law of,
Yeah.
that. I think once you go past that, it's like, that's up to you.
I don't know about that because there's a lot of niggas who be seniors just waiting for freshmen to come in.
That
to me
that's
is creepy.
That's creepy. That is. But I mean, if you're not doing anything in the video, I mean, there's different situations where I could totally agree with you that like, oh, that might be a little testy. But in this instance, no, I don't see how.
Hey, Jordan was 22. I'm 22. I mean, she got way more money than most of these people complaining. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Facts.
she's an adult. They got money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's what celebrities do. They hang with each other.
And the
Yeah.
thing is like they just drawing conclusions from like a 30-second clip. Why?
Because people like to be mad on Twitter.
fake outrage. Fake outrage.
On some real
Always.
But what I did see that people were talking about was that even then, like I mean, I didn't care enough to like really look deep into it. But there was this one video where it was Trey Songz, and I don't know if it was Jordan Woods that was still in the car with them or whoever else was there. But they were trying to get Meg to take another shot, and she was already drunk the fuck off her ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were saying that they were pressuring her and everything like that.
This is the thing I don't get because these people do that off rip. Like, they're the type of people that do that and then turn around when a celebrity do it and then condemn them. I've been in multiple places where it's like I'm chilling and it's like, hey, bro, take a shot. And it's like, nah, I'm good. And they're like, come on, dog. And it's like,
Yeah.
fuck it. And then I don't condone drinking. I'll take a shot. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, oh, yeah, let's get lit. But then as soon as you see it on the internet, you like all of a sudden, no, it's toxic, you're pressuring people. I feel like, come on, bro. Like, should they have been pressuring her? Is it really pressuring her if you know the person? I don't know the situation
It
to be
can-
able to make a conclusion.
It still would be
Exactly.
pressure if you know the person. You know what I mean? Because like even if you know somebody, they can still pressure you into something if you so choose to go along with that.
But don't we as friends do that off rip?
Yeah.
And is it not then at that point, like,
They-
people don't think
like-
it's toxic when we do it to each other, but like I said, you see someone on the internet, now all of a sudden you have this
I mean-
moral standing.
And then I mean, we're just looking at just like a clip, so we can't really tell the nature of the situation. But I would say like, if it's a thing where like nigga don't bitch out, come out take the shot and be like, all right, You know what I'm saying? I'll take the shot versus like nigga consistently pestering me to take the shot. I'm just like, nigga, like, no, I'm good. I'm not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's almost the same thing. If he say don't bitch out, it just seemed like he just put even more pressure on you than just begging you.
You high key right. You high key right.
And you
When you put it like that, you
I
right.
can't be no bitch. Let me take this sip. And then, well, you done blacked out.
Look,
Plus, I feel like
70%
everybody
of the
knows
time,
their
that's the way
limit.
to get me to do some shit. Don't bitch out. I'm just, God
I feel like everybody knows their limit too. So, I mean, I'm not saying you gonna make reasonable decisions when you in that state. Obviously, she was drunk off her ass, but
yeah. Look, she made herself the queen of driving the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she was about
if
to
that's-
crash that motherfucker.
Listen, if that's what you did to yourself, you gotta make sure you hold your status.
Take that shit to the chest and keep going. So, the conclusion we came to is
People just
Fake outrage.
there we go.
Well, that's something to complain about.
That's that on that.
side note. Me and my girlfriend was having this conversation, and I wanted to know. It was pretty much borderline. It was talking about prostitution and how if a guy says, "Hey, I want to pay for sexual favors from you," right? And she said, "Okay," and she accepts the money, and then the cops kick in the door, and they say, "Y'all both under arrest for like soliciting prostitution." And he says, "It's not prostitution because I have a camera rolling." You see how
Isn't
that
that from-
immediately just turns into adult entertainment?
Nigga, isn't that from Family Guy?
Yes, it was. But my thing is, should prostitution at this point just be legal for safety reasons?
I remember
Safety.
I remember
Safety.
I remember you raising this point, and the morality that I have would say no, but the practicality would say yes. So like,
Why would morality say no?
I don't know. Like, as a
Cherish
Christian-
your vagina. Cherish your penis.
Wait.
What if they are cherishing it by getting that shit cracked open? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh.
sometimes, and then like you telling
No,
me
Jesus,
you ain't,
no.
you ain't trying to have a good time and then get like $50 afterwards. Like that sound like a
No.
win-win.
No.
That's what I'm saying. $50.
Okay, you can upcharge depending on the area.
If you
Worth
charging
$50
$50 for yourself,
Yo,
then
that's not. That's what you worth.
But I'm saying, like, most people go to the club, have a one-night stand, and what they got to show for it? A headache. You telling me you wouldn't, like, like an extra $50 in your pocket as well? I'm not saying you consistently charge. I'm saying for the safety of these women and some men out here, prostitution should be legal.
nah.
Wait, how
Out
is-
of the safety reason, I agree.
It's legal in Las
Safety.
Vegas.
So just making it legal is gonna make it safe.
Yes. And this is why, because I
At least
did
for-
research.
At least for like health reasons.
No.
Well,
All right. Say, for
more than health
instance,
reasons.
a woman charges a man for sexual favors and he doesn't pay, he runs off. Or the pimp she has is abusing her.
Okay.
She goes to the police. She says, I'm a prostitute. Either
Okay.
this man stole from me
Yeah.
or this guy's beating me. The police say, oh, you're a prostitute, I'm gonna arrest you.
True.
Yeah.
There is nothing that's gonna happen to either one of the other gentlemen out here floating around. She can't really like go to hospitals like that, get checked as much as she want. There's actually like police are trained, I believe, is what I heard and read. If a woman walks around with like more than a certain amount of condoms, they automatically assume she's prostituting. So if
Which
a woman,
is ridiculous.
Wait, how would they know?
if they like pulled over or like they searched her and they see like 12 condoms, they like, oh, you engaging in prostitution.
And that's just misogynistic.
So you're telling me if
'cause,
a
like, they
woman
wouldn't do that
goes
for a
through
man.
more than X amount of men a night, and down are certain men that she's not even protected against no more.
But that doesn't even make sense because, like, you said more than 3 condoms?
I ain't seen more than 3, but I'm saying if it looks like it's a mass amount of condoms,
But, I mean, what if, like, she has a box in her car? You know what I mean? Like, she just bought that from fucking Walgreens.
but
or
you know
some shit.
people gonna twist anything.
I mean, I feel like, let me say this, like, you gotta, the reason why I feel like prostitution won't get legalized is because you gotta pay a certain percentage. If you want it to be legalized, you gotta pay a certain percentage to the government.
God damn.
Just like with marijuana. Since they legalize marijuana, of course the government is gonna profit off of marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need they cut. But then you gotta look at it. If they legalize prostitution, then some people are gonna be like, well, let's legalize this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do this, you know what I'm saying? Why can't this be legalized? And it's like, let me do this, let me do this, let me do that. And it's like, God
But
damn.
why does it stop when it becomes prostitution? Why does that now become where it's too immoral when anything else we talk about is
I know, I
like,
think
you know,
it's-
it's
I
gonna
didn't
be
say
cool.
moral. I'm just saying if you legalize that, then you're gonna have to legalize. You're gonna have to look at if somebody else want to do this. If they want to do this, and it's like, damn. Well,
But I
let
feel
me
like
do
if
this.
there's reasonable standing and you can support why it should be legal and how it would be more beneficial to be legal than for it to be illegal,
I mean,
then I say like go for it.
also I'll say this: if you get into that game willingly, you gotta take them consequences.
Some people don't get into the game.
No,
willingly.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you do it willingly, then you gotta take that hit on the head. Now, every situation differs, but if you jump in, you know what I'm saying, head first, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
I feel what you're saying.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like, why isn't there's like regardless of what you do, any move you make, there's consequences and repercussions for whatever move. But a lot of things, there's like safety measures to help you out. Why is it when it becomes a woman deciding what she wants to do, and she literally says, "I want to like take my box and do whatever I want with it and make money off of it"? Why does it now become an issue of like safety and nobody protects? Now it starts to look less like, oh, it's immoral, and more like niggas don't no longer have control over women. Therefore, now it's an issue, and let's bring in morality.
yeah.
But that's a very good point. But at the same time, too, like this male prostitution is. I mean, I don't even know the percentage of prostitution period, but I'm assuming that male prostitution is lower. But
And I guarantee
I
you,
feel
it
like
gets,
we can, but I feel like you can't. I wouldn't see like 100% of evidence of the misogyny in that, even though like I'm aware that that does exist for like this specific case. But like I wouldn't be able to like 100% see it until like they allow like male prostitution or some shit like that. Cause like you're just talking in the case of a woman when there's like also male prostitutes out there too.
But there's a
and that's
lot
still
of
not
things, like
legalized.
male prostitutes, I feel like, one, are better suited to protect themselves. Two, I feel like they
Yeah.
don't deal with the certain pressures that female prostitutes and sex workers, I ain't gonna say prostitutes, I'm gonna just say sex workers, because a lot of women are actual sex workers. They provide sexual services where they feel empowered and they make a lot of money. And I'm just saying everybody should be entitled to do whatever they want to do in a safer manner. Because if you keep it underground and you keep it where people gotta hide, it only makes it more dangerous.
Yeah.
If you bring it out and have it in a more controlled like setting, it's more free.
No, I
That's,
can agree
you
with
see
that.
it what happened with weed. Like people was killing
Yeah.
each other. I don't know over weed, but drugs. But you know what I'm saying? People was getting robbed, this, that, and the third. I need weed. It was very like stress. Then they brought it out in the public, and now it's like, you know what I'm saying? The government get their check. Everybody is happy. Like,
But I feel like it was easier to pass that just because weed being illegalized was just, if I remember correctly, it was just a plot because of the paper industry.
the what?
I might be fucking that up, but no, I just know that like it was legalized over some bullshit. Like it had nothing to do with like the effects or anything like that of drugs or of
Yeah, because if we're going
THC
off
itself.
effects, alcohol should have been like out of here.
Yeah.
And it was for a second because we did have prohibition in the 1920s.
Yeah. And they brought that
But
shit right back.
but nah, I think it's because like hemp itself or cannabis can be used like for so many things like paper, even clothing, all this and that. And because like hemp was gonna be almost used as a replacement for like regular ass paper that you know printer paper that we use today. Whoever was in control of that industry or the top of that industry was just like nah, fuck that and got it legalized.
My belief, and I personally wholeheartedly believe this, is marijuana and the consumption of weed does lead to certain medical benefits. And because you have these medical benefits, Big Pharma misses out on you spending on other medications that also induce you in whatever state they want to induce you in, but it becomes addictive. I don't think weed can be addictive, but anything can be addictive.
Yeah,
I don't think weed in its natural state is like cocaine addictive, as like popping like Zerks and Percocets and all that. That shit is like heroin. Weed just get you high, and it's probably in its most natural form.
Going back to the prostitution.
Yeah, we did kind of side.
Yeah, my bad.
I blame Will.
I think the whole, thing about,
Of course, you're gonna blame the nigga with dreads.
huh?
No, I was just in response to him. My bad. Go ahead.
I think it's almost like underlying sexism in a way because I mean, if you go back to when, girls weren't allowed to wear pants and they couldn't go to the beach with a bathing suit because they would be thrown in jail. I think it's almost to with every generation, it seems like I've heard a lot of people say with every generation, it gets more sexualized, okay? But I feel like if, exactly what you said, Shock, a girl can do whatever she wants to do with her body, okay? So if she decides to make money off of herself, it's looked down upon, yes, but at the same time, it is still a form of work. So every single job has their own little backup, their own, legal stuff. Teachers have their own society of legal businesses so that they could, support themselves, have a net. So I think, if it's a line of work, yes, the government's gonna want some money, some type of, cut in the business, but that's almost with everything. So,
And what's the difference literally between prostitution and pornography other than it being recorded?
Exactly.
The government
Nothing.
gets their money.
So I'm
the
saying,
government
because
can
you
still
set
get
the money off
something
of
up
prostitution, and
Exactly.
that's
where the
case.
government gets their money, let's
Most
say
definitely.
I'm a sex worker and I have to register now as a business.
I don't know, because the only other reason
You
that
might as
I would,
well.
the only other
Pay
reason
your
that I would-
taxes.
The only other reason that I would have that possibly this wouldn't get passed is just because of the fake Christian values that the states is based
that's-
off. No, but here's the thing. But then you could still use that to argue the point of all right, then why is pornography legalized? So
It's not even that. It's everything,
Oh,
because you can't
yeah.
pick and choose fake Christian standards. You can't
Exactly.
say, oh, she's
there
a moral.
are white people running the country, my nigga. They pick and choose everything.
Facts, but I'm saying
Nah,
if
I
you want
feel
to
you,
keep
bro.
it a
I'm
buck,
God.
everything,
That was gonna pop
niggas
us
shouldn't
some
be
shit.
able to divorce or cheat or all the stuff that y'all look down upon in the
Yeah.
Bible. Keep it consistent. Keep that same energy.
But
Yeah.
they're very,
Period with a T at the
they
end.
pick and choose everything. It's almost like you can even go to the whole abortion laws. That
Abortion
that
laws,
shit
I
is
have my
wild.
own theories on that too. But we ain't
That shit is
gonna,
wild.
we ain't even
Yo,
gonna get
that's-
on that one.
That's a whole different discussion. But you can look at the same way. You got men in power that have made laws going against
Let's be honest. Caucasian men in power.
Caucasian men in power. Yes, sir. As it is in the government. It's just people making rules for things they can't really control in the first place. I think it's a sense of power. It's a total sense of power because, one, how are you going to make a law, at least have some women in the room to have a say, please?
Yo,
One or two.
It really do be a room of white dudes talking about what women should
Exactly.
do with their box. And I'm
But it was like that from the beginning. The founding fathers, a whole bunch of men decided for the whole country. So we hear it again. So I'm not surprised.
my theory is if you don't know what a clit is, you don't need to be making the rules about vaginas. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
Wait, let's move on.
All right, so also was on Twitter. A lot of these situations just me
Twitter.
perusing
Shout out to Twitter,
on
man.
Twitter.
Shout out to social media.
And you know what I'm saying, I ran across, has everybody seen Forrest Gump?
Here we go. The movie?
Yeah.
Bits
All
and
right.
pieces, bits and pieces.
So this is a situation that became a huge argument, and I'm starting to lose faith in humanity. They were saying that Jenny was not a toxic person in the movie. She was just a victim of circumstance. Therefore, her actions were justified.
Absolutely not.
The
Now,
slut
was
walk.
she a victim of circumstance? Yes.
Yes.
Does that excuse her toxicness? No.
They were saying the fact that she just popped in and out of Forrest's life at various points in his life and gave him a whole child, which I believe is his child. We had a whole debate on whether or not that was his child. She basically said, yes, that's Forrest, is yours. And that's why he was like, is he like me? And then she was like, no, he's smart. And I would have been like, bitch, hold on, I'm smart. I'm all American. Look what you talking about.
I'm gonna say this, man.
Look,
Jenny was a hoe, man. And on top of that, it probably wasn't even his kid because if you look at the course of the movie, Jenny was wilding, man. At one point, bruh pulled off the stage. She was butt-ass naked playing the guitar on the stage in the club. Bruh was, you know what I'm saying?
Can we salute how just down for Jenny Forrest was?
He was a
even
fool.
through
No, the
all
fuck
her-
we
He was a
can.
fool. He was a fool.
So we're
No.
not saluting him for that?
No, he was a fool.
listen,
he had on his cape.
if we talk about victim of circumstances, that nigga was a victim of circumstance. She took advantage of a man who wasn't
In his
all
right
the way
mind.
there. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, she did. No, she really did. She really did. Use that
But
nigga.
that says
Use that nigga.
Here's the thing, like
That says more about his character. Like, even
No, he has good
whatever
character.
he was
he
going
has
through,
good character, but
he was like,
He was
I see
also a
people
fool.
for who they really are.
well,
No,
who
he
is she-
didn't!
Who is she really? Who is she really?
no, he did it.
Who is
Come
she
on,
really?
man.
I could not give any input. I haven't seen it. I'm so
We
sorry.
got to talk about why you ain't. All right, anyway.
Yo, I gotta rewrite Forrest Gump and make that shit right.
But Forrest was a great person. Like, that's why I love the movie,
he
because
was,
no matter
he was a great
what
person.
happened,
His look at his mama though. His mama slept with the principal. to get him in school.
that is a mother that wants the best for her child.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
That
saying.
shit is so
Like,
sad though.
I mean, of course he didn't see her do it. but
You
he-
heard it.
He knew something was going on. So I mean, I guess you could say from the start, like, I guess since he was around his mom all the time, that's kind of like what that's kind of what he's seen growing up. So that kind of, I guess, attracted him.
So
in a
not
sense.
only is like I'm trying to find out the proper word for it because I don't know if I want to exactly say mental illness. But not only does he have mental illness,
disability.
then he also had. There we go. But I don't even want to call him disabled too because like he can still do some shit. You know
He's
what I'm saying?
autistic.
Okay, so not only did he have autism, but he also had trauma on top of that.
He
To
fought
add
a
to
war.
it.
He did fight in the war and still came
Shit,
out.
bro, like, and she just want to walk up in his life,
All right, to be fair,
let him beat once, and be like, "This your kid."
to-
No, I'm not accepting that
that's
shit.
facts.
imagine the girl finally letting you hit, come back 4 years later talking about the kid yours.
Fuck that shit, bro. All my
One beat.
life.
To be fair,
One
though, she didn't really walk back in his life multiple times. He kept popping up where she was at.
But yo, that's
Coincidence? I don't know. But
that's not his fault, man. That's plot device.
low key. But like, my thing is, I hate when the goal or the standard is switched. This is what I'm getting at. Like, I hate because if you flip the entire movie and it
Yes.
was a slightly disabled girl and some dude popping in and out of her life, whole movie would have been canceled. Nigga was the most toxic motherfucker. First of all, you a normal thinking person messing with somebody on a spectrum. You already like a whole predator.
And let me say this: life is a double standard.
It is.
Because if you look at it, if women can wear men's clothes. If a man wears a women's clothes, he gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a double standard.
He
out
either
here in
gay or
life.
Prince.
Prince wasn't wearing women's clothes. He was wearing tight clothes.
Nah, Prince.
No, he was wearing
women's
heels,
clothes.
my nigga.
No, sir.
He was wearing.
Heels were initially made for men.
But no other
We
nigga
not
was
doing
wearing.
this.
Yes, they were initially made for men.
Wait.
But technically, little boys used to wear dresses at some point in time, and it wasn't until later on when like the industry decided to dress kids as
They
like
said
basically-
heels were originally for men.
That
And then
part
it,
I don't
like-
know about,
I
but
mean,
like
it
I
morphed
never
over
heard that
time,
shit.
but,
I
like,
knew I knew that niggas used to wear wigs. I didn't know that niggas used to wear heels.
No, it was all right. It obviously changed over time, like
Yeah.
the style. Like niggas weren't wearing like red bottom heels, nigga. Like no,
Oh,
but
it was probably just like that
this
little-
type of shoe where it's like with
Yeah.
the big heel and your foot coming down all weird. Niggas was wearing them Ben Franklin ass shoes,
Ben Frank.
and then the heel just kept getting bigger. And they say, you know what? Let's just make women wear these. And start calling niggas pansies for wearing them.
Wait.
Let's
Because
make-
niggas was wearing wigs to judge people. Like, I would have been in the courtroom roasting your ass.
Big facts.
Word.
I would have got
Powder
hung, beat, because I would have been
But
like,
but that
boy.
was also European culture. So
Yes, because don't like Scottish men wear kilts, the
yeah,
whole skirts.
So we need to.
And
learn
what do
about
Africans wear?
African cultures.
Nothing. Because
They
we
real
love
here.
freedom. I like how I just got quiet because you couldn't refute that shit.
I didn't know what to say.
It was facts.
Listen, I'm all for freedom.
We wear
you know what I'm saying?
robes.
So-
Go to indigenous
Crimes.
tribes. We either got the finest furs, but we half the time butt ass nigga. And we don't
'Cause it's hot.
And we don't normally sexually assault people. It's just what it is. I for one am wearing socks. I'm a socks person.
That's a solid
Wait.
point.
I gotta wear socks, yo.
All the time?
Like yes.
Even asleep.
Exactly.
Yes.
No.
Wait, no, for real?
Dead
No.
ass. I like socks.
You wear socks to sleep?
Yes.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Why?
Crazy.
Because I like the comfort.
What?
I mean, I wear socks to sleep if like it's
It's
cold
cold.
or I'm sick.
But
Nah.
them things end up like off.
I mean,
'cause
sometimes
I
they just
don't-
come off and I wake up like, damn, my socks gone. But like,
You
so you
legit
okay
sad
with
about it.
So you okay with your feet being hot?
my feet ain't never really hot though. Cause I keep a bedroom. I keep like the box.
Wait,
fan
pause.
right
I
next
have
to the
one
bed.
question, nigga. Do you sleep with your feet outside of the bed covers?
And
Oh,
it's like 1 foot
that's
out,
why
1
you
foot
need
in.
socks.
1 foot out, 1 foot in. Y'all look. Y'all ain't gonna come
Explanation.
after me because I like wearing socks. Fuck y'all.
Yo, listen, live your life, bro.
You don't got no blankets.
It's
to cover
niggas out
your
here
feet?
who don't never wear socks. They need to be locked up.
I can understand why. I personally can't do it, but that's just because I don't like my feet.
Wait.
We're gonna take this time to pause to stare at the camera. Man, it's okay to go get pedicures. And man, get your feet taken
No,
care of.
Exactly.
it is. I just haven't done it in a
Please.
minute. I haven't done it.
I've never
Please.
done it, but you know, I used to think, oh, that's
Wait.
gay. And then some girl was like, so you really think taking care of yourself is gay? And I was like, wait, hold on. No. And then she was like, you're stupid.
Try it, bro. It's worth it.
I'm gonna try it.
So you saying go do it, but you haven't. So what?
I haven't done it, but I've changed my mindset on it. I used to say it was
Yeah.
like feminine, but she was
Okay.
like, since when has thoroughly taking care of your body made you be sexually attracted to other men? And I was like, well, you're right.
True.
I'm not sexually attracted to other men. I just want to take care of my body.
Hey, yo, you hear the T.I. situation?
Yo.
All right, so now we transitioning into this.
The transition, though. All right, Q, tell us what happened.
Man, so my man T.I.P.
Tip.
The king
Clifford
of the South,
Harris.
man.
Rubber Band Man himself.
Apparently, this brother every year
Expeditiously.
Yo.
goes to his daughter's gynecologist meetings
That's strike one.
to check to see if she's still, I guess, a virgin and not having sex, and he's actually in the meetings.
That's strike 2 through 12.
You know, we all know T.I.'s a man who stands on his principles and is willing to die behind them. So, I'm gonna just say, T.I., you gotta trust him, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You
I ain't
gotta
even gonna
trust
say
him.
that. It don't
You gotta-
even matter.
You said you
There's-
gotta trust him.
Trust her.
There's-
Okay. I was tripping my
There's
bad, bro.
so many ways to check up on that. It's called HIPAA, a HIPAA form. I've had to sign it for this school. When I go to when you're a certain age, you have to sign a form saying you're, adult, your parents can check behind you, call into the doctor and get information on you. So that's one way, actually just calling or checking your stuff. But do you know what happens at a gynecologist? There's so many tools.
Bro, I
things
don't
opening and
wanna
closing.
know.
Exactly. So the thing is like there's a line. When you're a parent, of course you want to, make sure everything is still right with your daughter. Of course you don't want to have that picture in your mind. But first of all, it's going to happen eventually. And
Facts.
and I can tell you, she's 18, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
But my
That's
it,
straight
it,
up
it
weird.
don't even matter if she's 18. That shit fucking weird
Exactly.
regardless.
it is like, and that's the thing. Like it's not even like the act itself that's weird. It's the fact that like it's an obsession because it's not the first time that he's done it. So why is it that you're that obsessed with your daughter being a virgin?
What does that do? Like,
I don't get it.
even if she like, all right, she's a virgin till she's 24. What does that like? What does that do?
Exactly. And I
It
mean,
is unrealistic. I can't.
But it is no benefit if she fucks at 17. If she fucks at 37, there's no like what?
it's
Like,
just
it
the
don't
fact that
matter.
there's so many other ways other than being in the room. That's one, uncomfortable, and two, that's a boundary. Okay, I know you're my parent and everything, but you can wait in the lobby. You can stay out there.
I'm
but to
saying
be in the room, that's weird.
just the whole concept that she has to be a virgin till she's 18 is very weird. Like, I'm a person that would teach if I have a daughter that I would like, yo, you probably should wait till you're married.
Yeah.
If you don't, these are also things that you need to consider
And
before
that's-
you're
and
sexually
that's it.
active.
And like I can agree with like being concerned for her emotional health and mental health when it comes to sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it. But to be dead ass obsessed over the fact dead ass obsessed over the fact of whether or not she's a virgin.
And
it's
doesn't
fucking
that make
weird.
it
And
worse
part of
on
me-
women? Because they're gonna definitely go on here and get their shit cracked just to like defy you. Now
No,
she getting
not-
her shit cracked by her ain't shit nigga on purpose.
Stop.
She not even getting deceived this time. She like, I know he ain't shit, but I hate my dad.
So to pause for me being serious, now that you brought that up, niggas said like T.I. gonna be sick when he realized that his daughter been getting fucked in the ass.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yo, listen,
Wow.
Twitter ain't safe for nobody, bro.
Twitter's not for the weak.
It is not.
All I'm saying is he really opened up a window because now you didn't. The thing is, you broadcasted it to the world. Now you gonna have a bunch of creepy niggas like I'm gonna be the nigga that like
And that's
break
the thing.
that
Like
shit.
I feel like the only reason why it's not like everybody's taking this very seriously, but I feel like the reason why it's not being like taking that next level of serious is because he's his father. Because if it feels predatorial to me what he's doing, like it feels hella predatorial.
Territorial? What might be more territorial?
Both. I don't know. Like it's just
So as a man, if you had a daughter, how would you approach the situation?
how would I approach the situation?
Do you understand why T.I. did it? Do you feel like he just completely like I
mean, like I said, like I can understand a concern for emotional and mental health, but obsessing over the fact of whether she's a virgin or not, like I'm gonna say it like how you said it. Like it'd be best for you to wait till marriage. If you're not, like there's this and that you have to know, and do with that what you will.
What age do you let go of the whole like please don't be out here fuck like? At what age are you like understanding that shit finna happen?
She out my
If
house.
she comfortable with it. I honestly said 16. Cause
Yeah, that's the
I
number
know,
one though.
I
Like,
know how I lost.
16.
I lost my virginity when I was 13. So like to understand like it's not that far off.
Oh.
Shit
I
happens.
was gonna
Hey,
say-
look, man, just look, shit happens.
Yo, look, I was gonna say like
Okay.
16, 17 because like 14 and like 13, like bro, like even 16 and 17 is still young, but at least like you got like you kind of like know a little bit of shit, like bare minimum at that point. But you don't know fucking shit at 13, 14.
I did not. Did not know what I was doing. It was a bad time.
I say 18.
It's just
18.
I say 16 because I feel like at that point you are reaching a level of understanding.
These days they are.
Well.
but then and that's
They
another
definitely
and that's
are.
another thing too, like
Oh, you're not gonna be
It's-
fucking
it's-
in my house though. Like, I'm not just letting
Oh,
niggas come in
that's
my
what I said.
house.
That's what I said. When you out my house,
Absolutely.
You out my house.
Take that bullshit somewhere else.
Cause I'm gonna be the only one having sex in my house.
You damn right. You damn.
So-
Only one pair of nuts is flinging free
sir. Yes,
in this
sir. Yes,
abode in his
Jesus.
mind. Damn it.
Jesus. Okay, so
this
hold
nigga
on.
said in this abode.
Hold on. That's retarded as hell. You're saying that it's okay for somebody to have sex at 18 or 16 as long as it's not in your house?
I'm
Well,
saying.
what's the difference?
I understand that at 16 and 17, you are at a higher risk of deciding. You know what? I do want to like fuck, and I said my job is to make sure. If this is the decision you're taking, make sure you consider birth control. Please use protection. Please understand the certain risk you're getting into. I want you to be more prepared because I feel like when you start telling people, no, you can't do this,
Yeah.
stop. I'm the type of person,
They're
as
gonna-
soon as you said that, I'm like, I'm going to figure out a way to do it because you told me not
And
to.
they're not gonna have the knowledge to like handle the situation properly.
And I feel like they will appreciate the fact that I gave you the option of choosing for yourself, and they're more likely to listen to you because you're starting to treat them like the adult they're about to be in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, like even though like what T.I. does, and I hope he realizes I can't keep doing this. Is weird. You gotta look at like the situation he does, and then like what a lot of young girls go through all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably going through something like 100 times worse. Where like, let's say like over in like Middle East, where the girl can't even show like a part of her skin. You
She
know
throw
what I'm
her
saying?
ankle out. It's a
Yeah,
wrap.
like
Stop.
she already finna get in some trouble. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just like
I can't speak on something like that. Only because like that's more of like not only culture but like religious reasons.
no, but I'm saying like how do I say this?
Take your time, bro.
Like how over there, okay, let's say, you know, like let's not even say not even religious reason. Let's just say like a dad was like super duper strict and he over in like a third world country where there's like nobody's gonna be down his back, you know what I'm saying, if he goes out and does this. You know what I'm saying? And another reason why is because like T.I. is like of celebratory status. So whatever he says is gonna be like magnified, you know what I'm saying, to like a certain degree. I have friends who like when they're with their gynecologists, their mom would be in the room, you know what I'm saying? The doctor's like, "Are you having sex?" and stuff like that. And they looking at their mom like, what do I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like I feel like, yeah, because he's a dad, you know what I mean? They may look at it different, but I think he also looking at it like, this is my little girl, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But even still, but
no,
what?
but
But
hold on,
at
hold on.
the,
Like,
okay, yeah, my bad
he
for
looking
cutting
at it
you.
like it's my little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, although he knows like she's gonna grow up one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still holding on to like, damn, this my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to hold on to it as much as I can because one day he gonna have to let it go.
But that's the issue. But that's the issue with parents in general. Like they gotta learn to like teach their kids first of all, and have faith in what they teach their kids and trust that they'll walk in that way. And if they don't,
Exactly.
be like, hey, nigga, get back on the path that I showed you. You know what I mean? Because what he's doing, like, what the fuck is he teaching his daughter?
Exactly.
What?
To sneak around.
Exactly. Because
Not only
If-
that, to basically not even think for her fucking self.
That's why I say you gotta trust her.
Exactly, but if you've like taught her well, because I mean, my mom, lets me do certain things because she knows she trusts me. She knows that I've taught her enough. I've set enough rules. I've seen her do certain things, and I trust her to do certain things. I mean, to that point, like, how much do you trust her? Like, what have you been teaching her then? Because if you taught her, right from wrong, if you see that she got some sense, then you wouldn't be so up on her about her own body, her own status, her own sexual status. You would just trust and know, oh, she good. And even if not, that's why you have things like, I don't know, the HIPAA form, where you can actually just call and be like, give me an update on my child. That would be more reasonable than staying in the room. You staying in the room is what? Giving you that immediate information? It's like you
Still
can't do it
weird.
other way. That is weird. But I mean, if you really wanted to do it, if you really want to check up, you give a doctor a call. But that's a personal boundary. Like,
And
are
you
you in there?
18, so
That
still.
nigga is
Exactly.
willingly ignorant too about it. Cause like the quote says, like the doctor told him, like, yo, her hymen can break from exercise, this, that, and the third. And he's just like, she don't work out, she don't ride no horse, she don't ride a bike, she don't play sports. Like, just check this shit, nigga.
That
A
sound
professional is telling you it can break.
That
from her
sounds
even
less
using
like-
a fucking tampon. Like it's like a
But
hymen
that-
has nothing to do with virginity.
That sounds less like check, make sure my daughter's okay, and it sounds more like make sure my car is working properly. It no longer sounds like you're talking about a human. You're talking about property when you say, "Oh, just make sure her hymen's straight." Like what? That is like the fucking weird. We not even gonna keep going into that. This is just like
And
bad.
that's why it's a huge fucking issue.
Yeah.
This show.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with two statements that my grandmother always said.
Oh no.
She said three. She said people dying that ain't never died before, and that was like probably the funniest shit I've ever heard. Because grandma, what?
She said
People dying that ain't never died before.
That-
With a straight face. And we in the room like, I mean, yeah. I'm like, what? That ain't had nothing to do with
Yo,
this.
like
shit
that
just
makes so
hilarious.
much sense though, but it's just like
Exactly.
What?
yeah.
It's like when they say, oh, he didn't woke up dead. You be like, what the fuck does that? What?
He didn't wait. Oh.
Yeah, old people
People
are like
dying
the
that ain't
greatest
died
people.
before.
But back on to the decisions and like allowing your child, they say everybody profits from their mistakes if they don't pay too dearly. And the other one was, I give you enough rope to hang yourself. That's
Yeah.
real old nigga statements. Like, I love that. I'm going to get that, like, tatted on my wall.
I'm
Tat.
tatted on your wall.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Oh. Okay. 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 Wow.
That's actually some cool shit to say. I'm gonna say to my kids in the future.
What?
Give you enough rope to hang yourself.
Word.
That's
I would
that's
not
some
tell my
poetic shit
kids.
though.
It is.
Cause and that's all comes with like along parenting as well. Like you just gotta have that balance of like
You just got to
knowing
give people
when,
the option to make mistakes.
Exactly.
and knowing when to give them that option.
Because
But-
whenever you take it away, you no longer, because when certain things present themselves later on and you're not there to like tell them yes or no, they're
I mean-
scared and they get taken advantage of.
Like my mom always tells me, like life has to be like your greatest teacher, basically. Because I can sit here and talk to you all day, but you're still gonna have the option, and you could have your own choice to go out and do what you want to do. So there's a point where you sit back as a parent and you're like, I told you I haven't told you. I want to protect you from this world, but I obviously can't. You're gonna be out in it. So I hope you heed my message. You go on out there and do what you gotta do. But life is gonna have to teach a lot of people in the end.
Word.
Yeah.
Any other closing statements?
T.I. get some help, bro. Shit.
Expeditiously.
Why the fuck does he use big words? Like he used
That
them in
nigga
the
found a
proper-
dictionary and said, "Yo, I'm about to change the motherfucking game."
Bro, like he uses them in the correct sentence, I'm sure, but also like why?
You got to flex on a nigga a couple times.
This nigga was
Yeah.
bad as hell. Like, not even to go off topic. Think where that nigga came from, going to jail, and then out doing nothing with his life.
For guns and drugs and more guns.
When he had to sit down for them 2 years.
He ain't have nothing else but a book to read. Shit.
Read. You know what I'm saying?
All right, once again, thank y'all for checking out the Chop It Up podcast. I am your host, Shock, aka Chuck Beasley, but also known in the streets as Richie Sweet Meat Johnson. Ask your auntie about me.
Once again, y'all, it is Will the Artist.
Follow me on all social media at City Boy Q, all streaming services, Q More.
I'm Rachelle. I don't know how to do this.
Yo, we gonna make you an alias.
All I can
We
say
gonna
is,
make a. You don't got no nickname?
welcome back to my YouTube channel. No.
Your YouTube channel.
I feel like this is
Welcome
going
back
to be
to my
her
YouTube
thing.
channel. Today I am here with
While they Rachelle, welcome back to my YouTube
my
channel.
guest.
Do, 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 do. All right, we out.